bookkeeping, credits, debits, back to the very basics.
Yeah. I'd love to hear a little bit more about why do you love what you do?
In high school, I loved this accounting class, and like every high schooler going to college, they're thinking, what do I want to do? What do I want to study? What am I going to be? And so that accounting class really helped me to kind of have an idea of what I wanted to do. From growing up, I always wanted to be a teacher. And so I thought, I'm going to be a teacher. I would play teacher. I would print worksheets and probably do them myself and grade them.
Amazing.
I had a grade book. Yeah. I mean, I was all in on the teaching. But someone told me teachers don't make a lot of money. However, a teacher was something I always thought I would do. But going into college, I decided accounting was something more interesting. So I started in the accounting school, and I did get a job my freshman year for a psychiatrist I was working for, and did all the bookkeeping. I mean, I was really the person, besides he would see patients, and there was another counselor in there, but I was doing all the, the office work, the day-to-day, the accounting, QuickBooks, things like that. So really quickly I learned, and this was, while I'm going to school, so it was a great job. And so in that process, I also learned, though, that I really wanted to work with people. So, patients would come in and I would have interactions with them. I might have to say, hey, you still owe money, or remind people gently. However, I saw really quickly that I actually wanted more interaction with people. I wanted to talk with them. I wanted to help them. And so just doing the numbers wasn't going to be enough. And so I'm thankful that I had the opportunity, because quickly, as a freshman, sophomore. Right. But someone told me that women do not run businesses. So I'm pointing out these things because these were voices I did listen to, and they did shape, paths or where I went or didn't go. And so I decided not to kind of pursue the business management degree, even though I loved all of that stuff and loved what I was doing, which was kind of in that role. It ended up that I had a friend that told me about financial planning, and financial planning is like the perfect marriage of the accounting with the numbers and the people, with kind of this background of talking and working with people and not necessarily counseling directly, but you're really helping people understand money. So it became the perfect marriage of everything, along that journey that I was looking for. So my senior year, financial planning, I had kind of figured it out by then.
You started with this accounting class, but what led you to start Financial Design Studio?
But after graduating from college, I had a good idea that I wanted to work with clients on a personal level. And so I worked at a firm for 12 years doing financial planning, really started kind of from the ground up. So doing a lot of the paperwork behind the scenes. And so I learned a lot. So that's how I got started. Was there eventually before we started FDS. I was the vice president of that firm. So was there working with clients, really enjoyed that. And so there really just came a point in time where for our family, we just said, you know what? We need to start our own business. And it became a combination of really what we wanted to be doing with our time, what was important to us, and what we wanted the flexibility to do. And so starting a business, not that it's an easy feat, so you don't just do it because you want what you want. So don't hear that message. But it was really just, this is what's right for our family right now. So starting FDS, it was just Steve and I, and it was very exciting, honestly, because we knew the way we wanted to be working with clients. And so even coming up with the name and the logo and all of these things, as we've talked about in our very first podcast, those were exciting things because it really reflects who we are as people and what we enjoy and like. So that part was fun. And then obviously adding Rob and Trevor have only made our team so much stronger. And so, I mean, if nothing else, one of the things I hope that clients hear, and even in our marketing, is that, when I'm talking about everyone on our team, it's because I fully trust and believe in their abilities and capabilities and expertise. I mean, I'm seeing it from this side, from a professional side, and I can just tell you, these people know what they're doing and talking about, and they're so gifted in their areas. So it's honestly just a pleasure to work with our team. So it has been really great. It's not without challenges. It's not, not everything is always rosy. It's hard too, because you're growing a business. Right. However, I couldn't be more happy with the people that I get to work with every day.
And that's so interesting. You went from not knowing anything about where you wanted to go to doing the paperwork to now running your own business, which you thought you could never do.
Yeah. Yeah, so really if I were to summarize, a lot of these things I've been saying kind of in pieces, the biggest way that I can summarize this is that I really care about helping people to have and develop the successful relationship with their finances. And this is really a successful lifelong relationship with their finances. The reason that I care so much about that is because I think there's a lot of, if you think about a relationship, and just think about family, someone that you're with for the long term. So let's just think like a sibling or a parent. When you're young, you have a different relationship than when you're older. And day to day and month by month and year by year, that relationship changes. Sometimes you go through things that are hard or sad or discouraging, and sometimes it's something exciting that you're celebrating together. So that relationship looks different all along the way. You see how it just ebbs and flows. And so your relationship, just like with people, with money, changes and transitions at different stages of your life. And so one of the things, and you'll hear about this a lot on our recent episodes that we've been talking about, and how, emotions and all of these pieces are so important, because at each of these different stages, you're feeling a different feeling about how am I saving or how am I spending. Right. And personally, you have to adjust to that. So I love having those conversations. So, while we'll talk facts and numbers, I love that too. I love presenting a plan. I love, sharing with someone, here's all of the strategies you can do, to get to have as much as possible or to be able to reach your goals. But I really enjoy, the person that just comes in and we're just having a conversation, even a hard conversation of, how are you because someone just passed away? Or what is it? You're going to be retiring next year. Is that exciting? Is that scary? I love those conversations. I could sit and have them all day. Yeah. So that's why that's so important to me, because that's what I really want to help people develop and learn how to do that well, but also learn that like your advisor is your partner in this, and they want to hear this. I want to hear these things. I want to have these conversations. Absolutely want to hear about it. And I want to hear that you're enjoying maybe spending more time doing that